Okay, Jane, Rusty and I here are going to show you a video that we found on YouTube. It's a ghost video. We're not trying to sell you on the fact that ghosts are real or the fact that they're not real, but we are going to show you the tricks that you can do with TV. And a lot of people put up fake videos of ghosts and they try and pass them as real. So we're going to debunk them and show you this video in particular.
Now this video, if you go to YouTube and type in Japan Ghost Girl, you will get a video. This video. There's a girl sitting in front of a mirror, and it's a three-way mirror, kind of like one you'd have at a clothing store. As you can see, she is now looking away from the mirror. She's looking at the camera. Now she's going to turn around, and you're going to see in the mirror that her face will follow, but then she turns back again, and her face will stay in the same spot. Here it is again, close up. She spins around. Now there's her face. Her head turns back, but the image in the mirror stays the same. Now, we're going to show you how that's done. Okay, we're here in the QC changing room where we have the biggest mirror in the building. Now, the mirror is doing exactly what I'm doing, as a mirror should. But, if you're a rookie, you can do things like this. If you wanted to take it a step further, you can do other things, like you can have it make faces in the mirror, make faces at me while I'm sitting here talking to you, turn the water on, turn the water off, whatever you want it to do, it can be done. Now, we're going to take you into the edit suite and show you how it's done.
Okay, here we are in the edit suite. Now this is a fairly basic trick, so we're going to use a program called Final Cut Pro. Now if you want to come closer to my timeline here, you're going to see that there's two different video tracks. Now the video track on the bottom is the video that we shot with the camera. The top is going to be a still. So what we need to do is we need to play it through. When we want the image in the mirror to freeze, we're going to stop the time indicator, go to Modify, Make Freeze Frame, drag it from the viewer window down to the timeline, matching it up with the corresponding frame. Now we need to crop it so that the video underneath plays through. We're going to crop it. Go back to the timeline and it'll look like this. Now the video on the bottom will be able to play through.
If you're a rookie, you can do things like this.
Okay, now we can do the same thing with video moving in the mirror. We just need to use an 8-point garbage mask found in the effects palette, drag it around, and it'll look like this.
Make faces at me while I'm sitting here talking to you.
Okay, we all know there's going to be the person that says, hey, the video in the Japanese Ghost Girl was a handheld camera and it was moving around, so it can't be faked. Right, our tripod is locked down, but you can move around frames and make it appear to be a handheld camera in Final Cut. You can also get more intricate with masking for overlapping video in After Effects. It appears this video has been debunked. If you have any videos you would like us to take a look at or use for a future segment, send us an email at suburbanmix@qctv.org. Thanks for watching.
Hello, I'm Judge Steve Halsey from Wright County District Court. I'm the host of the District Court Show, which is a production of the 10th Judicial District. I hope that you'll turn in the future and watch one of our programs. We touch on a variety of legal topics that will be of interest to you. I will introduce new judges in the 10th Judicial District, talk about conciliation court, child custody, chemical dependency, sentencing, a variety of different legal topics that should be of interest to you. So please turn in the future and watch the District Court Show.
Hi, I'm Todd Mahan, Executive Director at the Anoka County Historical Society, encouraging you to watch It's Your History, a monthly television production between the Anoka County Historical Society and QCTV. I'm here at the Anoka County Airport at the Golden Wings Museum in the cockpit of a PT-19 Fairchild. You never know where we're going to turn up on It's Your History. We're going to interview great names and places from Anoka County's history, and you never know what we're going to dig up.
Now, do you have any prior gymnast background?
Not to speak of. I was in wrestling in high school, and in gym class, you know, they run you through all the sports to see what you're best at. In gym class, we were doing gymnastics, and I excelled in the parallel bars, the vault, all these things. And of course, the gymnastic coach, he looks at people's abilities in gym class, and he tried to recruit me right in the middle of wrestling season. And I thought, yeah, this seems more fun than wrestling. So I approached my wrestling coach, and he talked me out of it. This is 1969, I think.
Okay.
Talked me out of it, and it created a void in my life. So to this day, well, up until 10 years ago when I started doing my gymnastics, I had this void. So my prior experience in gymnastics was one gym class.
Oh, okay.
That's it. So I got this screwed into the ceiling, the ceiling joist, and all I do on this thing is you get inside and you elevate yourself like this. I have shoes on right now, so I don't know if I can do it well, but without shoes, I do 5 leg lifts, and there's 3 minutes between, and I do 25 of them, 25 sets. So it's what is that? 104 however many. But when I'm done with that, it's a killer.
Oh, I'm sure.
It not only strengthens your stomach, but your shoulders, your arms, everything. So the next 3 days, I feel like a zombie. I'm in so much pain. No pain, no gain, though. But all I do on this, for the most part, is I mount the rings, go over into this position here, and perform what they call a dislocate. I do this 25 times, whereas you release and your arms actually violently twist back, and then you're hanging here like this. It feels, I don't know, I don't recommend it to a lot of people. You could easily pull your shoulder right out of the socket. But I remember doing that in gym class in 1969, and then 7 years ago, I decided to set this up and try it. The very first one I did, I thought, Mike, it's been like 30-some years. Do you know what you're doing here? And I kept thinking, I did it before when I was 14. I did it. I know I can do it. And so the very first release, you think, oh boy, I may be sorry for this one. And I released, and I remember at that time, all the blood vessels, you could just feel it tingle, and it was warm, and I thought, I hung there like this, and I thought, am I okay? I'm afraid to find out. But I got through that, and then I've been doing it for 6 years now, and everything's still working. Nice. When I was a kid, this was a fun thing to do, you know, like the hula hoop and things that we did like this back in the 60s and even 50s. And you don't see anyone walking around on stilts anymore unless you're at the circus. Well, I'm hoping it makes a comeback and that young people will say, hey, that looks like fun, and it becomes popular again. Turn around. I don't know, when I started doing this again maybe 5 years ago, here too, I thought, I haven't done this in 30-some years. And it's like riding a bike, it came right back. Dismount, jump off. I mount this bar, see how unstable it is, and then I do a handstand on it, and I try to hold the handstand as long as I can. I've held it for 18 seconds, I think, is my record so far. But I'll do that 25 times, a 3-minute rest period between each time. Dismount onto this platform, and just come down. This is the high dive that I do inside the house, running down the hallway and into the living room.
Oh yeah, they're up by clothespins.
Yep, merely clothespins holding us up. It's quite safe because it's so flimsy. If you miss, it'll collapse and you won't get hurt. sawhorse I was telling you about. I had to put risers on here, 4x4s, because it was getting too easy, so I had to lift it up. These are adjusted as high as they'll go. This is 4 foot 3, I think, I don't remember, in height. And all I do with this, I got a rubber mat there, just for like a shock absorber. I start this, maybe this distance away from it, and then I'll just run towards it. Up and over, and you land on your feet, just a handspring. This is my first piece of equipment. All I do on this is probably the most challenging, is you mount the bar by up and over, and then you're in this position. You lean forward and perform a handstand, and you hold it as long as you can. The record, I think, was set last year. I tied the record at 5.44 second handstand. It's quite an experience to be upside down on one bar for that length of time. It's just a thrill. Score 7. I would have liked to have shown you a 10 or so, but they come when they come, you know. Try your best, and you get what you get. Just keep doing your best.
Hey guys, my name is Rusty, and I'm here to show you an easy snack to make. Basically, we're going to start with Crisco. You need 1 cup of Crisco oil. That'd be half of this. And a bowl. Preferably a bowl that you can seal, because we're going to need to shake this later. So 1 cup of oil, and that's about half of this container. A little more. It's about half. And you're going to need 1 teaspoon of dill weed. This little thing was relatively inexpensive, and you can use it for a lot of other things. Now this recipe is not too critical for, you can put a little more, a little less. It's not that picky. So put about 1 teaspoon of dill weed into the oil. If you can take a look at that. Then we're going to take a half a teaspoon of garlic salt. All right, then you're going to need to get a package of Hidden Valley Ranch. Normally the kind that you'd put in whipped or sour cream to make a ranch dip. Put the whole packet in. Then you're going to want to just mix it up, get it, let the ranch powder dissolve inside your bowl. Then you're going to want to put in your oyster crackers. The recipe calls for 24 ounces, but we could only get 20. So it'll be a little stronger than what we wanted. Perfect. Put all the contents in here. Then you'll want to cover up, put a cover on, and just shake it up. The first couple times it's going to be, it could be messy because of all that oil. Now as you can see, they're all wet on top. That's just from the oil. You want to let them sit for about 15-20 minutes before you eat them. Let that oil soak in and dry up. So thanks for watching.
Hi, my name's Pete Turek, and I want to invite you to watch a show here on QCTV. It's called The Chamber Report. I'm with the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce, and on this show, we'll tell you about happenings at the Chamber. You'll get to find out who some of our member businesses are. We'll profile them each month. Hey, if we've got a ribbon cutting in the area, you're going to find out who the new businesses are too. We'll give you a complete recap of everything Chamber each month right here on Quad Cities Community Television. It's called The Chamber Report, and we invite you to watch.
Watch The Suburban Mix on QCTV. Check for showtimes at qctv.org.
Marker and action.
Thanks for joining us on another episode of Video Busters. Today we're going to take a look at a Japanese ghost caught on security camera.
And that's exactly what it's labeled. If you go to YouTube and type in Japanese ghost caught on security camera, this video will pop up. Now as you can see, the video is cut into 4. If you look at the top right, you'll see a woman walking down the hallway. She will make a turn and walk straight into a solid wall.
Now, take a look at our video reenactment.
That was pretty intense. What'd you think of it?
I think our video reenactment was better than the original.
And I'll have to agree. Now we're going to show you how it was done.
We stepped into our studio, grabbed our talent, and put him to work. We started by hanging up 2 blue screens in a 90-degree angle, creating a blue corner with enough room between the screens to walk through. We then positioned our studio camera and took a still photo of a hallway. This will be the image that we keyed to make our haunted hallway. After importing the image into our chroma key generator, we were able to adjust the clip on the switcher to remove the blue and insert the haunted hallway. We were now ready for Rusty to walk through a wall. We then imported this footage into Final Cut Pro and took down the saturation, lowered the black level, and added the Gaussian blur for the security camera effect. With a few frame tweaks and extra effects, we were able to recreate the YouTube original. If you have any videos you would like us to take a look at or use for a future segment, send us an email at suburbanmix@qctv.org. Thanks for watching.
If you love the outdoors, then QC Outdoors is the show for you. Come along with us as we showcase our local parks and nature centers, have fun with family and friends, check out local outdoor events, or just make our own fun. Watch QC Outdoors, and we'll experience the outdoors together.
If you're like most people, you have a collection of favorite videos that you'd like to keep forever. Unfortunately, unless you take steps now to preserve them, you could lose them forever. That's because videotape degrades. Each passing year brings them closer to the point where they become unwatchable. The only way to make those memories last practically forever is to transfer them now to DVD. QCTV Media can help. We can transfer your videotapes to DVD. It's fast and affordable, and we're located right in Champlin.
Hello, and welcome to this virtual tour of Bemidji, Minnesota, first city on the Mississippi. I'm Mayor Richard Lehman. Our beautiful community is located in the Lakes and Pines region of northern Minnesota. Home to 13,000 residents, Bemidji provides regional center amenities with small town character. Come visit us in Bemidji, and you might just stay a lifetime. Come visit us in Bemidji, and you might just stay a lifetime.